So just in case some of us did not understand the point I'm trying to bring out in the previous video, I would like you to watch this video. This lady is a lawyer. She's on YouTube. I just hope she's not gonna I hope she will let this video pass, you know. I have always watched her videos, and then when I saw this particular one she made, oh wow. I don't want to say for the first time I see someone speaking from my mind, because there is this woman, Olori Ashiri of life. She has always I think we share, you know, the same kind of thoughts concerning marital homes. To me, I believe people are just damaging homes with all of these their lectures online. Most especially the Yorubas. People go to the Bible to bring out whatever that suits them and use it to deceive others. Anyway, I would like us to watch this video from this lady. She's a lawyer. And in this video, you will see a lot of points I was trying to bring out in my previous video. Let's watch this.
If them talk now, you go say African men are polygamous in nature. I am an African man. The only time you remember you're an African man is when it is time to cheat. Is when it is time for you to be African culture. Should I name 30 or 50 other African cultures that you do not do? Is it a compulsory African culture? No, like every culture to worship idols? Do you still worship idols? Do you still wear animal skin? Do you still go hunting? Do you still use cowries as your medium of exchange? Or you agree that things have changed, but the only time that you want to hold on to African culture is when it is time to hurt your wife or hurt your woman? That's when you remember you're an African man. In my place, it is our call times, but the only time that you want to insist on what happened in 18 AD before Christ, BC, is when you want to continue in your indiscipline. If you want to stick to African culture, stick to it in its entirety. Don't use mobile phones. Use abacus on the ground and draw your lines and count your time with the sun and the moon. Don't embrace anything Western, so we will know that you are a core African man. After all, King Solomon had 300 wives and 700 concubines. King Solomon, so you they see what you are in heaven. Are you watching me? Are you seeing what you are causing? Something that you did in 10 BC. Men are still modeling their lives of you 10 BC, thousands of years ago. They are still modeling you in 2024. King Solomon is a man after God's heart. King, you know be king. Solomon's wisdom, you know get. Solomon's riches, connection, status, you know get. Solomon's regrets, the eventuality of what that lifestyle cost him, you do not factor into your conversation. You only do selective Bible picking to suit your irresponsibility. Solomon, oh my God. Bona boy. Adupas King Solomon. Adupas King Solomon. King Solomon, see what you have cost. You do not factor his regrets, but the only one that is entering your eyes that you are using to deceive yourself is his 700 and 1,000 wives. That is your mentor. A man of 200 BC is what you are using to channel your own marriage in 2024. Can you see that sense can be far from you? But Adam, the first man, the first creation of God, why did God give him one wife? Why don't you factor that one in your conversation? If it was so good and so ideal, why didn't God make Adam and 1,000 others beside him in Garden of Eden? Why doesn't he have 1,000 wives? It's only Solomon. Jesus Christ, your personal Lord and Savior. That you're supposed to model your whole life out. You're supposed to model your whole life on. He didn't have any wife. So why did you say, I'm not going to marry? After all, Christ didn't marry. It's only the one with 1,000 that you are quoting every day. Isaac had one wife, Rebecca. Joseph had one wife, Asenath. Noah, Job, Peter, all these distinguished men of God, powerful Bible characters, had one wife. Why don't you quote them now? Oh, the only Bible verse you love is Solomon. Apostle Paul did not marry. John the Baptist, Daniel, Elijah, Jesus, they did not marry. They're not your role model. It is only when it's time to oppress your wife and act out of control like a headless chicken that you start quoting Solomon. as though he's the only Bible character in the world. Own your choices with your full chest and stop making reference to Solomon without considering the entirety of that story. Why can't you listen to your wife's pinpoints and make amends? Men, when a woman is constantly crying and telling you what you are doing that is hurting her, that is destroying her soul, you trivialize her feelings and emotions. As long as you walk and providing, that's all. Whatever you're saying is rubbish. And then when she reacts, you capitalize on her reaction instead of addressing the root cause of the problems. And any small thing, you must respect me, you must respect me, but you're constantly disrespecting her. Men love respect. That is a given. That is a fact. That is the primary love language of a man, respect. But who told you that women love disrespect? Who told you that when a woman is disrespected, she goes to church and gives thanksgiving? She's excited to be disrespected. Nobody enjoys disrespect. Nobody enjoys humiliation. Do you know that everybody loves to be respected? Everybody loves to be treated with dignity. Even children of 6, 5, 7 years are already having a sense of dignity. Then talk more of a full-fledged human being. Just because she's a woman, you think that she's immune to disrespect? Submission, you want use submission, wound person. Your idea, your concept, your definition of submission is an ability to shut up and endure abuse. Even cheats, thieves, violent people, scammers, all manners of sinners become true born-again Christian when it's time to quote, "Woman, submit." That is their favorite verse. But the same Bible, that same book that St. Paul wrote to the Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 21, it says, submitting to one another. They never quote. In fact, to the African man, that part, whoever wrote that part should be beaten up. Erase that part. Only woman submit. They don't quote this other part that even came first. Submitting to each other, cooperating, loving one another, respecting each other. That part should be expunged. But even if we want to stick strictly to the woman submit part, there was an addendum to that sentence. It says also, man, love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Okay, you know what? Let's be sincere. You have a wife. You have children. Now you're cheating. In all sincerity, do you think you can share that love? It will definitely go one-sided, because the two women now in your life, your wife and your so-called extra tire outside, they both need your attention. Now the extra tire outside has no children for you, so no distraction. She may not be cooking. Some of them cook. Some of them, they don't even cook. They don't have so much to put on their head because they are not the wives. So the only job they do is to give you in the bed. Now you are paying more attention to that person, abandoning the one that is there. Especially if you know your wife is peaceful. You know your marriage is peaceful. You close from work at 5 p.m. You go straight to the side chick's house instead of coming home. Then definitely you are not investing in that marriage, because the marriage needs your time. A wife that is not getting your time, the children that do not even see you. You're coming from work at 5 p.m. A responsible husband and father will be eager to see his family. All of this attitude, I know women have their own. That's a different topic. But at least, as a man, the head of the home, how did you handle that home? How if you're showing love to that woman, do you really think if the woman is not having mental problem, will be disturbing you? A lot of reasons. My wife is not good in bed. Oh, my wife is no longer romantic. Oh, my wife is growing older. Remember, what you want, if only you can see that wife as your first daughter, maybe you will be able to tell her what she needs to do that will make you happy. We have a long way to go. One thing I know, and that I will keep saying, if you cannot keep to one person, discuss it from the beginning. If you know you are bold enough, discuss it. Oh, while we are planning to get married, let me let you know that I'm not going to stop at only you. A lot of you will say our forefathers, our forefathers. Our forefathers did not go to courts to do court wedding. They did not do the way you all are going by the way of the Western world to do your marriage. The way you are going to court, nobody force you there. You go to court to ring your wife's finger. And then at the end of the day, you don't know that means you're telling her, you're the only one, you're the only butter in my bread. But later you want to feel like champion. A lot of African, especially, I don't want to say African, a lot of Nigerian men, especially Yoruba men, they are still having one wife now, having side chick outside. It's because they don't have money. Once they have money now, they bring in the side chick to come and replace their wife, or they even just abandon their wife. Marriage is not for everybody. If you want to practice polygamy, go ahead and practice polygamy. But make sure you discuss from the beginning. Don't bring a woman, deceive a woman into marriage, and then later you jump into polygamy. Don't change the concept and feed yourself and force you want to force the situation on you. No, it's not everybody that can do polygamy. Not all women love it. Look for your peers, look for your match. Stop deceiving women into marriage and then remove the relaxation stick from their legs. I mean, if you can't stay faithful, abandon marriage. Okay, many of you are lamenting so hard. So you do not appreciate the fact that the man was sleeping with married women. For your information, I am not saying all of them. Don't be surprised that many, if not all, of their husbands are also busy somewhere with their side chicks. Those husbands, the 400 husband of the 400 women, tell them to raise their hand that they don't have side chick. What goes around comes around. I've been saying it on this platform. I've said it in some of my social media platforms that this thing you people are doing, women are no longer the women of the olden days. Women are seeing things. Women too love good things. Before you know it, your wives too. Just the way you are riding horse on another girl, when you left your wife stranded at home, somebody will ride them. It is happening already. I said it. I said all of this are called evil lecture that you are giving people. Wrong lecture. You people will be talking about so many things that you eat it. You can't take it. Really? A lot of men are saying, married women, they are not ashamed of themselves. They play. They are not. The era we are going now, all the women that have suffered in the past, just let it stay there like that. But women are waking up. It's just a pity. There will not be shame anymore. And it will affect men more. The moment the women start cheating, they already started, but it hasn't gone so much. No matter what, I don't think we have up to 50% cheating. And if we do, it hasn't gotten to the number of men that are cheating. Hardly would you see one man out of 100 who is not cheating. I know we have a lot of responsible men these days. I respect a man that keep off, because for a man not to cheat is a determination. Okay? And not those women who are also saying cheating is normal. Men are supposed to do it because it's their nature. I know many of you too. You are cheating on your husband. And some of you that are not cheating on your husband, you settle down on the lectures, evil lectures your parents told you, especially your dad. Not all women can take it. A lot of you too are cheating. Let them do DNA. That's where you know a lot of you are cheating. That's how you always feel at peace. In fact, if the man is not even at home, you don't care. Anyway, what goes around comes around. Abandon your wife, and I tell you, even a gate man in your house will be the one to help you to service what you abandoned. Let's see. Let's wait and see. The future is just at the corner. My own is that my message to mothers, fathers that are ready to listen. Let's raise a better generation. The glorious generation's family. That is what we should be. Let's be glorious. Let our lifestyle, let it glorify God. Imagine a small circle, you father, mother, and your children, one child or two or three or four or more, in one accord. Don't you people like peace? Peace be unto you. But in Jesus' name.